Was that not incredible? One more hand of applause for
Yeah!
That guy is incredibly powerful, and I just want to touch base on a few of those things he talked about that changed my life. And the biggest thing for me is when he says finding a goal. First of all, how many people actually have a goal out there, right? One of the biggest things is you actually need to know what you want in order to your life so you can actually go after it and get it. Not just like, well, I kind of want this, I kind of want this. No. What do you want? Take some action steps to go get it, right? The next thing is when you're writing it down. Now let me describe or explain to you why this is so powerful. Because when you're writing it down, you're 100% focused. You're not only focused on the thinking of it, but you're doing it physically, which is increasing the energy and that intention in your statement that much more. And when you have it written out, and you can go back and look at that and say, yes, this was you, right? Because it's not like anyone else is going to be like, hey, remember when you said you were going to do that? No, you're calling yourself out and saying, hey, I said I was going to do this. Am I fulfilling what I said I was going to do? Right? So it becomes super powerful when you write these things down. And just knowing what you want is going to be that much more incredible. And that's why I'm super excited to get into this next guest speaker. This guy, Kyler Graff, has been an amazing friend of mine for quite a few years now. And such an inspiration to not only others, but to me especially. Because just going from high school, right? You know, I mean, I know there's some older people in this crowd. Not like older. I'm saying I'm not young. I'm a lot younger, okay? Out of college. But when we're a lot younger, when you're in high school, right, it's a big step. Everything's been told, you just got to go to school, get good grades, go to college, get good grades so that you can get a good job, right? And then there's the few, the entrepreneurs, the ones that make the decision to say, hey, I'm not going to be as traditional. I'm going to try something a little different, right? And it's going back to what Dave was saying earlier, knowing what you want and going after it and getting it. This guy, Kyler, is got it. He goes after, right? And he has learned so much from his experience that I'm not going to go into that. He's going to talk a little bit about what his experiences that he's learned about business. But I just want to bring this guy up, my friend, Kyler Graff, the one and only.
Yeah!
Hey, it's so exciting to be here with everybody here today. It's a fantastic experience. I'm so happy every single one of you is in this chair right now. And you're hearing the message that everybody's been talking about. Everybody here that's been up on the stage to this point cares about you and it cares about your success. Your success is what's going to bring you to where you want to be. And the only person that can do that is you. You're the only person that can bring you from where you are right now to exactly where you want to be. Now you're probably wondering, all right, who's this young guy up on stage? My name's Kyler Graff. I grew up here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Raise your hand if we got some snowboarders in the room.
Yeah!
Yeah, I like that. And the skiers?
Yeah!
Okay, you guys are all right. Snowboarding's where it's at. I'm a huge snowboarder. But I'm a trader, I'm an investor, I'm a business owner, and I just make things happen. I started my first business when I was 7 years old. You want to know what I was doing? Well, let me tell you the title of it first. The company was called Poop de Scoop. Can you guess what I was doing?
Yes.
I was picking up dog crap. But I was going around and I made these flyers. I put them up on the mailbox. And I was getting these calls. I remember the phone number for the business was my parents' house phone. So I remember I went on there, I made a recording on there. Hi, you've reached Kyler with Poop de Scoop and the family of the Graff family. So that was the recording, and that's just kind of where I started at. But from that, I was able to get clients, and every week I had about 4 to 5 clients where I'd go out and I would pick up their dog crap. I'd collect the check every week, and I started doing that. And then summer ended, and I was like, it's too cold outside, I'm not going to stay outside and keep doing this. So it rolls into the next year, I'm 8 years old. What do I do next? I'm like, well, I don't want to just do Poop de Scoop, I don't want to pick up dog crap. Like, I can mow the yard, I can trim, I can pull weeds, I can do all this stuff, right? So what I did is I opened up a new company. You want to know what that one was called?
Yeah, what's it called?
Cobblestone Yard Workers. I thought it was pretty clever because the name of the street we lived on was Cobblestone, right?
Hey!
So I did the same exact thing. I got flyers, I put them up on the mailbox, started getting all this business coming in. But I was starting to become a lot bigger business, and what happened was I couldn't do all the work myself. So what did I do? I hired my friends, right? Well, I didn't have the most loyal friends, and when I said, hey, we're going to pull these weeds at 2 o'clock on Saturday, and they said, yeah, let's make some money. 2 o'clock, I'm the only one there pulling weeds. And that was a huge learning experience for me. You have all this business, and if you don't have leadership skills to help people underneath you, you're not going to be able to go anywhere. So what did I end up doing that summer without leadership skills? I was doing all the work myself. I was going to these yards, I was pulling weeds, I was going to these yards, mowing lawns. Funny story, there was this house that backed up right up to my parents' house. And this house, it was a rental house, right? So nobody really took care of the yard. And the landlord came to me because he saw my business, and he was like, hey, do you want to pull all the weeds in the backyard? So I go over there, yeah, let me give you an estimate. So I go walk over to his house. I look, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a ton of weeds here. And I'm like 8 years old, I'm thinking, okay, how much is this worth to me? So I say 60 bucks, right? Well, that's a lot of money for me, right? Cool, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make 60 bucks. Well, day 5, I finally finished that job, right? Yeah, that was a lot of weeds to pull. You know, I made 60 bucks for that. Huge learning experience, guys. And just going with that, I was an 8-year-old kid, and I had a business. It's not impossible to do. Everybody can do it. I'm no different than you. I'm no different than you. We're all the same people here. We all have the same body. What happens when we die? We all go back into the ground. Anybody can do this. It's just the choice of whether you want to make the decision and bring yourself from where you are to where you want to go. Because all it is it's just a vehicle. A vehicle is going to bring you from A to B. Now, growing up, I had those businesses, and then I got into middle school. So middle school, I'm thinking, okay, I've done this physical work. I learned I hate pulling weeds. I don't want to do that anymore. How am I going to make money? Because I was too young to go get a job, so what did I do next? I was going to school and I had a Monster with me. I always carried a Monster. I was had my Monster with me, and this girl goes, hey, can I buy that from you? And I'm thinking, this is my Monster. I'm not going to sell you my Monster. She's like, I'll give you $4 for it. I was like, okay. I bought this for $2. She wants to buy it for $4. I make $2? Yeah, here you go, here's the Monster can. So this is how it started out. So I got home, I'm like, wow, okay, I got this new business idea. I'm gonna sell all these Monster cans. So about a mile down from our house, there was a gas station, so I got on my bike, rode my bike down to the gas station, get to the gas station, and I buy 2 Monster cans. It was like $4. I was like, sweet, I'm making money. Go back to school the next day, sell both the Monster cans. I'm like, wow, this is great, I need to get more Monster cans. Well, then I'm thinking, okay, how can I get it for cheaper and make more money? So I go back to that gas station, and sure enough, they got a 4-pack of Monsters, and it was like $6. I was like, heck yeah, I get 4 Monsters, $6. The more I buy, the less it is. So I go back to school, and I sell those 4 cans. I'm like, wow, this is easy, I just need to keep doing this. So I go back to the gas station, get back on my bike, and I buy 4 of those 4 packs of Monster cans, and just keep doing this, and keep doing this. And then one day, I was at Sam's Club with my mom. We're walking down, you know, I don't want to be there, I don't want to be shopping with my mom, but then there it is. It was a case of Monsters, and it was $30! It was awesome! I was so excited. So I went through, I was like, Mom, can I get these? Like, she said, well, how much money do you have? I was like, well, I don't have my money with me, but I want to get like 3 cases. And she's like, okay, like put them in the cart, So I bought 3 cases of these Monsters, right? $30 for the full case. I'm like, wow, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be rich from this. So I go to school, start selling these cans. And then one day I'm sitting in my science class. And you know when you're in school and there's the intercom, and if somebody needs to go to the office or your parents drop something off, they'll say, hey Kyler, come down to the office or whatever, right? So we're sitting in class and the intercom comes on and goes, hey Kyler, please come down to the front office. And I'm thinking, oh, what did I do? I mean, I'm a good kid. I don't like do anything bad. Like I try to behave. I mean, I don't usually do my homework, but I don't think they would call me down to the office for that. So I go down to the office. They sit me down and they go, are you the kid selling those Monster drinks? And I was like, yeah. They're like, you can't be doing that. I was like, well, why? And they're like, you can't be selling that in school. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, yeah, you got to take all these cans home. You can't sell this anymore. You can't do that. Done. I was crushed. I thought I was going to be rich from that. I found these cases I could buy for $30. I could take them to school and sell each can for $4. It was great. But then you have these outside influences that will come in and they can push you down. Now I had 2 choices I could make from that. I could either say, okay, let that get the best of me. I'm just going to let everything just suck out of me. I'm going to give up. I'm done. I quit. Or you know what I could do? I could go ahead. I could take action and say, you know what, whatever the obstacle is, whatever's happening, I'm just going to make this work. So, you want to know which option I took?
Second one.
Option 2.
Second one.
I wish I would have taken option 2, but I did take option 1.
Huh.
And I went through high school, and I really didn't fit in. There, there's a lot of kids there. I was always trying to go fit into the group, trying to be cool, trying to be friends with everybody, and it just wasn't working. I went from being in this business owner mindset to being with all these employees and just embracing and surrounding myself with that. So what did I become? I became an employee. I had the employee mindset because my top 5 friends, guess what they did?
Same thing.
They were employees. And if you guys look at your top friends right now, top 5 friends that surround you, look at what they do, and that's probably a direct reflection of exactly what you're doing right now. So what I did is went through high school, didn't fit in. And then I graduated high school. All these kids, they're going off to college, they're going to CSU Fort Collins, they're going to CU Boulder, they're going all over the place. And then there was me. Graduated high school, and I was like, well, maybe I'll go to Arapahoe Community College. Like, maybe that's a good start. Like, it'll be cheap. So what did I do? I graduated high school, and I got signed up for the community college. I remember going to orientation at the community college, and it was like walking into a jail. I was like, what am I doing here? Like, I don't even know what I want to go to school for. Everybody's telling me, hey, you need to go to college, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I didn't know why I was there. I remember I went to that orientation, and I was like, I'm not coming back here. I was all signed up for class and everything, I never went back to college. So life goes on, and I get this opportunity to move up to Williston, North Dakota, and work for a pipeline company up there. So my dad sits me down, he's talking about this opportunity, and I'm thinking, well, all my friends are here right now, like I'm gonna move all the way up to North Dakota in the country. I don't know if I want to do that. My dad's like, hey, you could be making like $100,000 a year. I was like, ooh, I like that. Like, I want to make money, I want to be successful. I was like, okay, that seems like a good idea, right? So, packed my stuff up, moved out to Williston, North Dakota. Best thing I ever did in my entire life. It changed everything about me. What it did was, it immersed me in personal development. See, right before I moved up to North Dakota, I dropped all my old friends and I got acquainted with a whole new set of friends. And what did these set of friends do? They were all inspired about business. They were all inspired about, hey, how can we make more money? How can we change more lives? And I got around that and I surrounded myself with people like that. So what did that do to me? It made me a direct reflection of everybody around me. So they were talking about The Secret. They were talking about Bob Proctor, all these different people. And it got me excited. I remember I'd put on the headphones and I'd listen to this. And I'm like, wow, this stuff is amazing. So I went up to North Dakota and I'd be in my truck for about 12 hours a day. So 12 hours a day, I was just listening to Bob Proctor, Darren Hardy, Zig Ziglar. And you know what? They were coming to work with me every single day. I didn't see anybody throughout the day. All I heard was these guys and what they had to say in their message. And it brought something up in my heart, and it made my heart start stirring. And it made me realize where I was at right there wasn't necessarily where I wanted to be. But everybody else, my parents, my grandparents, not necessarily my friends, because my friends were the business type, but they were saying, no, you gotta stay there. Hey, you're making $100,000 a year. Like, you're doing great. Like, you just gotta stick with it. But in my heart, it's saying, Kyla, get out of here. Go to Colorado. Go do what you love. Go follow your heart. And I fought with myself for a while with that. A while. And what I did was I listened to everybody around me and I took in their advice. I wasn't living from me, and I wasn't living to my true worth of what I'm actually worthy of. I remember up there working, I got promoted to trainer within a couple months, and then they had me doing all this managerial stuff, and they said, hey, we're going to promote you. And then when I finally talked to them, I was like, hey, you guys keep saying you're going to promote me. You haven't promoted me yet. What's going on? They're like, well, you're too young. We can't promote you yet. I'm like, well, I'm 18 years old. Like, how old do I need to be? They're like, well, probably until you're 21. I'm like, what? You want me to stay up here for this many years until I'm 21 before I can even get promoted? Because I knew managing people in business was huge, right? Going back to when I was 8 years old, having the yard working business and nobody showed up, I didn't have those leadership skills. And I needed to build this throughout my life. And I knew if they wouldn't give me that opportunity to lead other people, it wasn't going to do anything for me. In those years that I was going to spend just doing the same thing day in and day out wasn't going to do me any good. So what I did, I remember them telling me that, and that got me real stirred up in here. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take life by what I want to do. I'm going to take life by the reins, and I'm going to make it happen. So I remember it was January, and my buddies, we always get together at the first of the year, and we set our goals out for the year. And I remember writing down, I was like, okay, May 5th, which is my birthday, I'm going to quit my job. And I wrote down the things I needed in order to be able to move back and make that happen. I was like, okay, I need this much money saved up. I need to get these things taken care of. I set that goal on January 1st. On May 5th, super excited, walked to my boss and I said, hey, I quit, I'm done. It was the best feeling of my entire life. And I remember he was like, are you sure you want to do that? Like, you know, you're missing out on a big opportunity here. And I was like, you know what, like, I'm positive, like, this is what I need to do, I gotta go back to Colorado, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I remember right after that, one of the upper bosses called me, and he's like, Kyler, what are you doing? Like, I heard you quit. And he's like, you don't want to do that? And I was like, no, this isn't for me, this isn't working, like, I gotta go do me. And he was like, no, Kyler, like, you know, you're gonna make this is the worst decision you're making in your life. How does that feel? You know, it went like this to me. You know why? I was leading my life from right here. I was living my life from my heart and I was making it happen. I was taking control of my life. They no longer had control of my life. My parents saying, hey, this is where you should be. My grandparents saying, this is where you should be. They had no longer had control of my life. I took complete control. So what I did, May 5th, I put in my 2 weeks. 2 weeks later, I moved back to Colorado. Now I'm without a job. Went from making $100,000 a year and all those payments that came with that to nothing. What do you do? I had this intention that I set. I was like, you know what, I'm going to move back to Colorado and I'm going to start a business. I had no idea what it was. Turned out the first business I started when I came back was a painting business. Starting a painting business, holy cow, was that an eye-opener. There's so many things that go along with it. I'd never even painted a house before I even started the company, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to figure it out and make it happen, right? Sure enough, I did. And you know what? That was just one vehicle. From that vehicle, I've been able to put money into my trading account where I trade Forex currencies. From that, it's got me connected with people with the Science of Success Institute, where these guys are truly, truly, truly incredible. Every single one of these people cares about you, and they care about your success, and they cared about my success, and they brought me in like family. And from there, I partnered up in another company, and everything is just going awesome. You know, what I really want you guys to take from this is everything you gotta do it from your heart. Okay, working a 9 to 5, hey, that's cool, you're gonna make the money, but is it fulfilling what you wanna do in life? Or is it fulfilling the person you're working for's life? Every single one of you has incredible potential. It's just the question of whether you want to take that potential and make something of it. You guys are all incredible, and you people watching this video, you're absolutely amazing too. My name's Kyler. It was awesome talking with you today. Look forward to talking to you.
Look at this guy. He looks like he's 10, honestly. And he's got all these businesses, but he started early, right? He started early. Now, Kyler is incredible, and what he does for us is he's the business coach, right? And you've heard his story now. What do you want? Do you want that? Well, he knows how to get it, right? He knows how to get it, and that's why Kyler's here. And he's such an incredible. And I'm proud to have you as a partner because you're incredible, man. This is you can see the kind of energy he brings. And if you are ever in a position where you're like, should I, shouldn't I, he's the guy that's going to come and kick you. He's going to push you off the edge. And you're going to do it, and you're going to be real scared. And that false evidence that appeared very, very real to you will disappear. Because it was just you forecasting something that didn't exist, right? I got 3 little girls. We went and saw a movie that just came out called The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And Newt, the main character in that movie, says, oh, I wouldn't worry about it. He said, why wouldn't you worry? The other guy says, why wouldn't you worry? He said, well, because then you experience it twice. Right? So why worry? Just go do it. That's what Kyler's all about. So if you're in a position where you've been sitting on this idea for a long time, click the button, get some coaching from Kyler, he'll make it happen.